Hey guys, I got my selfie stick. Now, I know that sounds so funny, right? Selfie stick? Why do I have a selfie stick? Let me tell you why I have a selfie stick. This right here is dedicated to my good buddy, my good friend, David SkunkHead Rogers. That's right, David. I'm looking at you. This is for you, my good buddy David. And if everybody out there doesn't know who David is, he's one of my friends, and I'm gonna hook this selfie stick up so that I can talk to you and clean my basement, because my basement needs to be clean, okay? Now, as everybody knows, if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. I was in the hospital. I was in the polytrauma ward from November all the way until when I walked out of that hospital in June. November '09 to June 2010. And when I was going through my trials and tribulations, there was another active duty vet, an Air Force kid from, he was in Germany. His home is in Virginia. Just so happens I was in Hunter Holmes, Virginia. And he had a head trauma. Now this Air Force guy, he's just, E3. Just started off in his career for one of the first times away from home. He was one of those mechanic guys on the flight line, always out there and about. Let me tell you what he did for a hobby. A hobby. He climbed mountains. He's like, I'm going to go out and climb a mountain. That's what he did on his lipo. While the rest of us were out drinking, partying, and have a good time, he's like, I'm going to go climb a mountain. Well, one day, as the story goes, he got in a motor vehicle accident and he sustained brain damage. TBI. And if you ever saw my YouTube video with the VA following around from surviving to thriving, I was on there, and so wasn't David. And God blessed me. God blessed me with the ability to walk out of that hospital. And David still had his fight. Well, right now, David's not doing too good. He's not doing too good, and he's home. His mom, his dad, and his brothers and his sisters, they're looking after him. And since 2009, 2010, I kept in touch with him Facebook. I visited him a couple times when I traveled around or came home. I saw them. We considered them family. We considered them love. David's parents, Lori and David Sr. Well, let me tell you about their family. I would call them religious. I would call them very religious with a strong faith. They have adopted and homeschooled and private schooled and public schooled. They have adopted several children, David's brothers and sisters, and are great, great people, successful. Their family is awesome, and I watched the pictures and watching them grow up this past 6 years, and my heart's out to them. Not 6, 10. Wow, 10 years, huh? I'd date yourself. But my buddy David, he's a veteran. He still thinks he's on active duty, and he's still doing one mission after the next mission, like what we do when we retire. We consider everything a mission. And I need you guys out there. I need my friends, my family. I'm asking you to take one moment, 30 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I'm asking you to take one moment and look up at God or the deity that you pray to. Right now, it's so important to me. I don't care who you pray to. But for me, it's God. And I want you to pray. And I'm asking you, I'm begging you to say a prayer for David. He's a young man who climbed mountains for a hobby while on active duty overseas. Air Force, enlisted. Big family. And he's hurting. He's hurting bad. And we need God. Please pray to God for him. I used to give him a hard time in the hospital. It was me and him and other people doing their own thing. And he was learning to talk, and I'd take his speak and say from him, or I'd give him the speak and say when the nurses didn't want him to have it. My Facebook friend, my Google friend. He's so smart. He's so intelligent. He's a good man. He's the man I would want next to me, my right side and left side. If I was going through hell, I'd want to be holding his hand. And I can't. And I want to hold your hand, David. And I miss you. And I wish you, if I could give you what I got, I'd give it to you. I'd give it to you right now, and I can't, and it hurts that I can't. Lori and Big Dave, we're thinking of you. From my family to yours, and from my heart to yours. David, I miss you. I wish you the strength and the honor. And it has been a privilege. Just get well soon, because we need you. And I know there's a reason for everything. There's a mission for everything. And I got it. I understand. There's a bigger picture. But I'm not ready to have this picture get turned the page or whatever you want to call it. I'm not ready. We love you, Dave. And if my friends and family are out there who see this message, I ask you right now just to ask yourself, God, dear God above, please grant David the strength, the strength to be better. David Rogers, we love you, and I'm praying for you. And I wish you the greatest of days, the warmest of nights. And your parents and your brothers and sisters, they gotta know that you're not alone. And we love you and we miss you. Until the next mountain.